Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jenny Allen. Please make sure that you are subscribed, you thumbs up this video and check out and turn on your notifications. So let's get into today's video of Proverbs chapter 15. And the overview of Proverbs chapter 15 is the words of the wise. The words of the wise. How do we use our words? How do we speak? Do we speak first and think after? Do we let the words fly out of our mouth, and by the time we've caught what we've said, it's too late because the words have gone out and we're regretting saying what we said? So let's have a look at verses 1 to 7. So verses 1 to 7 of Proverbs chapter 15 deals with our mouth, our lips, how your tongue can be a tree of life or death. We have to watch what we say and how we respond to people. So let's just have a read of that. It says here, verse 1, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. So a soft answer. Verse 2, the tongue of the wise uses knowledge rightly, but the mouth of fools pours forth foolishness. Okay, let's go down to verse 4. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. Somebody with a perverse tongue. Somebody with a perverse tongue. Let's have a look at the word perverseness. One moment. Okay, so this word perverseness, if we just look it up in, I've got Merriam-Webster's dictionary, perverse means to turned away from what is good or right, or in other words, it's corrupt. A perverse tongue turns away or speaks what is not good and what is not right, and it is contrary to the evidence or direction. It is contrary to evidence or direction. So that is what the words mean. So the perverse tongue is one that turns away from what is right and what is good. So it speaks the opposite. And when somebody uses their mouth to speak the opposite of what is right and what is good, it can break someone's spirit. It can break someone's spirit. And let's have a look at verse 7. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the heart of a fool does not do so. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge. The lips of a wise person disperses knowledge. It scatters knowledge. It gives knowledge. So somebody who's knowledgeable, somebody who's wise, you will always find people being attracted to them, because when they speak, they disperse, they give knowledge, they scatter knowledge, they scatter wisdom, they disperse it. So when you disperse something, you cause that thing to become spread wisely. It is spread widely. So wise people will always have, people being attracted to them because their knowledge, what they say, it edifies and it builds. Okay, so let's just have a look at verses 13 to 15. 13 to 15. A merry heart makes a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. We're just going to stay into verse 13, I think. A merry heart makes a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. We've got one life to live, and we have to make sure that we enjoy it. We have to keep ourselves cheerful because there's so many things going on at the moment. As I've said in previous videos, we've got the pandemic going on, things are happening. I mean, to be honest, I don't really watch the news so much anymore because everything is just so negative, and it can really, really affect you. So we have to take the time out to look for good news, search out good things that are happening, and search out things that can really feed our spirit really, really well and keep our heart merry, because we want our countenance to be cheerful. We don't want to be weighed down with the weight of the world and the problems of the world and the weight of what's going on around us. We don't want to be weighed down by that. So let's endeavor to keep our heart cheerful by limiting our exposure to things that are harmful to us mentally and harmful to us spiritually. Let's keep ourselves cheerful, because the next part of that verse goes on to say, but by sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. A sorrowful heart, eventually, as I said before, I think I said it in yesterday's video as well, a sorrowful heart, it can break your spirit. There's another verse in Proverbs that said, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. But sorrow, we don't want to linger in sorrow for too long, because it has an effect on our body and it has an effect on our spirit. So we have to really, really, really endeavor to keep ourselves merry and cheerful. It's not always going to be easy, but we have to put ourselves in a position to endeavor to be cheerful and keep ourselves happy. Okay, especially in the Lord, especially in the Lord. And the last verse we're going to look at, Proverbs chapter 15. You know that the book of Proverbs is quite meaty and there's so many things in there, but I'm just taking out a few of the verses that have ministered to me, and I really hope that they're ministering to you also. So Proverbs, we're going to look at verse 28 of Proverbs 15. So verse 28. The heart of the righteous studies how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours forth evil. So as I said before, we've got to study how to answer. It's not the first thing that comes out of our mouth that we say. We've got to think before we speak. The heart of the righteous studies how to answer. We've got to know how we respond to people, especially people who maybe, rubs up the wrong way, or, they're saying things about us that is not true, or maybe in your working environment, things are not going so well and you just want to blow your top because somebody's insulting you or somebody's degrading you or somebody's talking down to you. We want to respond in a way that lets that person know that they're hurting us and that they must stop. But the word of God is telling us the heart of the righteous, and we are righteous through Jesus Christ. We must learn how to study, how to answer, study how to respond to people, study how to formulate your answers. Think before you speak. Think before you speak. So I hope that today's video ministered to you and that you received some nuggets from today's video. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video where we'll be doing Proverbs chapter 16. Okay, God bless and have a great day.